Your OnSpot system was designed to fit the vehicle you previously measured. If the installer isn't the same person who did the initial measurements, the installer should recheck the measurements and compare them with the completed vehicle suspension information sheet. This small step may save you a headache during the installation. To begin, empty the boxes and get familiar with all the components. There are 2 complete chain unit assemblies, each consisting of the air cylinder and swing arm, cylinder bracket, chain wheel, and helmet. Your kit contains the air components, an air hose, solenoid and fittings, and the kit has the electrical components, consisting of a dashboard switch, wire, and an inline fuse and fuse holder. Our truck will take a Phase 2 style mounting bracket system. The Phase 2 style is most common to OnSpot. There are 2 pieces of paperwork in the box: installation instructions for mounting the chain units, as well as a bracket mounting document. The bracket mounting document gives specific spacer and cap screw placement for your particular vehicle, as well as the tire sidewall clearance and bracket angle. The chain unit mounting instruction sheet provides information on mounting the chain unit assemblies, chain wheels, solenoid, and switch. We suggest you read the installation instructions all the way through before beginning the OnSpot installation. After reading the instructions, the second step is to mark the tire center line and desired chain wheel contact height. Tire center line can be found by spraying enough water inside the wheel rim to produce a drip line. Mark the tire center line as well as a contact point 4 inches above the ground or at the tire bulge using whiteout or a grease pencil. The vehicle mounting brackets are installed first. Follow the instructions on the bracket mounting document. Again, most OnSpot systems are supplied with Phase 2 bracket kits. The Phase 2 kits use adapter nuts installed on the U-bolt legs. Use anti-seize on the U-bolt legs and the mounting bracket cap screws. Torque the adapter nuts to 150 foot-pounds. The mounting bracket is fastened to the adapter nuts with grade 8 cap screws. In some cases, distance spacers are used to achieve the correct bracket height. Look at the bracket mounting document to see if your installation requires distance spacers that are included in the kit. Install the bracket, but do not torque the mounting bracket cap screws at this point. Before proceeding with mounting the chain unit assemblies, consult the bracket mounting instructions to ensure the vehicle mounting bracket meets specifications. Check the S dimension, the distance from the tire sidewall to the slotted mounting hole closest to the tire. Check the tilt angle of the bracket, the T angle. Check the distance from the ground to the bottom of the bracket, the BBG dimension. If your dimensions are not right, stop and call the OnSpot factory for assistance. If your dimensions are correct, the chain units can be mounted on the vehicle mounting brackets with the grade 8 cap screws, flat washers, and grip nuts supplied. Again, do not torque the cap screws yet. The chain wheels and chain wheel helmets are mounted with the 20mm cap screws and grip nuts. Ensure the ears of the helmet straddle the swing arm. The red chain wheel is installed on the driver's side, the blue chain wheel on the passenger side. Make sure the chain wheel turns freely after mounting. Using shop air and a ball valve, lower the chain wheel until it contacts the tire. Make sure that both the swing arm and chain wheel do not come in contact with anything during their travel. Turn the chain wheel slightly to mark the contact point on the tire. The chain wheel should contact the tire at the tire center line and at the tire bulge. Center line contact allows the chain system to provide traction in forward and reverse. The pitch of the chain wheel should be 0 degrees or parallel with the ground when viewed from the side. 0 pitch allows the chain wheel to roll smoothly on the tire and not scrub the tire. The operating angle of the chain wheel should be 8 to 15 degrees. Proper operating angle aims the chain at the V formed between the leading edge of the tire and the road surface. Pitch and centerline contact can be adjusted by adding or removing mounting bracket spacers or by moving the chain unit in the bracket slots. Contact height can be adjusted by repositioning the chain wheel spacers. It is important to mention that if the initial measurements were taken carefully, no adjustment should be necessary. Once you have installed the vehicle mounting brackets, chain unit, and chain wheels on both sides of the vehicle and have found the contact to be within limits, all the cap screws should be torqued to specification as outlined in the mounting instructions. The next step is to install the air and electric components. The air solenoid must be mounted vertically in a protected area. Choose a crossmember that is close to the chain unit assemblies. You may also want to consider mounting the solenoid under the hood or in the cab to protect it from the environment. The T connection is installed at the solenoid outlet. Run one air line to each of the chain units and connect them using the 90-degree fitting supplied. Leave enough slack in the air lines for rear axle movement. Next, tap off an air tank with a pressure protection valve and run an air line to the top side of the solenoid. A pressure protection valve must be used to maintain air tank pressure in the event an on-spot line leaks or breaks. If an auxiliary 12-volt air compressor kit available from OnSpot is used, a pressure protection valve is not required. The dashboard switch wiring diagram is in the chain unit mounting instructions. The switch should have power going to it when the ignition is on. A switch guard is provided to prevent accidental engagement. When running wire from the dash switch down to the frame-mounted solenoid, ensure that the wire is securely fastened to the frame to prevent chafing. Once the installation is complete, engage the system in the shop and check the system for air leaks. Check the pressure of the chain wheel against the tire by pulling the chain wheel away from the tire with a fish scale. This should require a minimum of 20 pounds of effort. Test the system operation by running the vehicle in forward and reverse. The system should be engaged and disengaged while the vehicle is moving. The chains should pass between the tires and the road surface in both forward and reverse. Once the system has been thoroughly checked out, complete the warranty card and mail it to OnSpot to register your new chain system. You can also complete the warranty card online at www.onspot.com. The chain unit serial number can be found on the air cylinder bracket. Finally, place the operating instruction dashboard sticker in plain sight of the driver. Familiarize the operator with the proper use of the automatic chain system by reviewing the operating instructions or by having them watch the OnSpot operation video found on the Works CD. And be sure that the vehicle owner receives the operation and maintenance card. Lastly, OnSpot encourages operators to check their chains at least once a week in the winter season by exercising the system. Our bulletin, number 313-0057, How to Check Your OnSpots in 30 Seconds or Less, can be found on the Works CD or the OnSpot website. Thanks for watching. Should you have any questions while installing OnSpots, please don't hesitate to call one of our two 800 numbers, 1-800-224-2467 or 1-800-766-7768.